Welcome to Mishna study Masechet Eruvin Perek Daled Mishnah Yod. Over here in this Mishnah, I'm going to discuss an interesting case of someone who left to a city, right, and really, as he's establishing an Erub. I'll explain in a second, right, because the language of the Mishnah needs clarification over here. So what's the exact case, right? The way Harambam explains this is there's a city that's 4,000 amot away from another city. Right? And the people of that entire city want to go visit the adjacent city on Shabbat. Let's say there's a chacham coming to the city, they want to go to the shiur, there's a brit milah, there's something they want to go. They want to go on Shabbat. So what could they do? The entire city could send the shaliach, send the messenger to go make an erub tehumim right in between, 2,000 amot away. There was someone from the city comes, they appoint a shaliach, he goes, he sets the erub 2,000 amot away, and now the entire city could walk to the next adjacent city on Shabbat. Okay, so they sent a shaliach, they sent someone to go do so. Now this person goes on his way to go, set the eruv, and while he's on his way, his friend comes from the city and says, you know what, come on back, and he doesn't end up setting that eruv. Right? The shaliach went to go set it up, someone made him return, and he doesn't end up setting that eruv. What's the din now? What's the law? So Mishi right? He goes to a city, right? Really, in order to set the eruv for it. His friend made him return. Now, what happened over here? He is a shaliach. He is someone who's babaderech. He's someone who's on the road, and the moment he sets foot on the road, right? That's when you point out to the spot and say, my eruv's in that place. He's allowed to do so, right? Because he's muhzak, he's someone who's babaderech. But the rest of the city is a problem. Why? Because the rest of the city is not someone who's actually on the road. So what's the law going to the Yehuda? He could go ahead and continue to the next city on Shabbat. And the rest of the city is asur to go. Right? He was konesh shevita after 2,000 amah because he's considered an ani, a poor person at that moment, right? That you can be konesh shevita even at a distance, but only him, and therefore he's the only one that can walk 4,000 amah on Shabbat. Now Rabbi Meir argues, Kol she'achol le'arev ve'lo irev harei zeh hamar gamal. Right? Comes Rabbi Meir and he's more mahmir. Right? And what does he say? He says that the person, the shaliach, because he started to go to go set an eruv and he didn't make it, right? Now we're going to treat him like humrah, and he can't go, right? He's a hamar gamal, meaning he's getting pulled in both directions. So he's only allowed to go to the overlapping area. So if he went to go set the eruv, right, all the way, to the north, right, in order to go 4,000 amot to the north, if he would have set the eruv, he would have lost all the 2,000 amot south of the city. If he would have set the eruv in the north. So being that he would have lost that 2,000 amah in the south, so you can't travel the 2,000 amah in the south. We also say that maybe he didn't set the eruv in the north. So we don't let him go 4,000 amot to the north, only 2,000 amot to the north. So now he's being pulled in both directions, and he loses out from both ends. He loses 2,000 amah in the north, he loses 2,000 amah in the south, and he's only allowed to travel, right, his 2,000 amot in the north, right? He can't go 4,000, he can only go 2. Halacha is like Rabbi Yehuda, though, right? Halacha is like Rabbi Yehuda, that this person is allowed to travel 4,000 amot, and the rest of the city is not, right? They're only allowed to go, the 2,000 really in each direction, right? Because the eruv was never set.